So back when the great grandma situation was emerging, Ed hit me up before the stream and he was kind of explaining why he was upset about what was about to happen, which was I did a live about it. At the time, I kind of just associated Ed with Bill, so I kind of made, an enemy of both of them at the time. But just know that we did actually resolve our issue by talking about it. But beside the point, at the time, I interpreted this statement as subtly threatening, and her family has been alerted already of the stream, so tread carefully with accusations. But what Bill has done was in bad faith, because I think one sentence I said Bill and Ed, but I immediately clarified what I meant, that I was referring to Ed's statements and nothing Bill said or did. That he tried to twist it anyway, that I was saying that Bill directly threatened me, which I never said. So let's check out Bill's latest video. Still more proof from Lion Ryan. I'm sure he'll have more excuses.
Bill and Ed were preventing anyone from asking any kind of questions. That's mainly what it's about. Like people were saying, like, what if somehow there is a tech savvy and apparently meme savvy 83-year-old grandmother that manages her own account. By the way, this is what Bill said. I mean, okay, cool, but why is Bill and Ed, like basically almost like threatening someone, threatening people with questions.
Brian?
What I'm saying is the intimidation tactics, we're not gonna work and that's what Bill was doing. And here's like another thing is
on in this stream. But I was told that Ryan said I threatened him. That is bullshit. I posted all of our messages on the Dramagram page this afternoon. Anybody can go read them if they want to. My live stream from last night is still up. People can go listen to that. I never fucking threatened you, Brian.
I didn't say you did. I'm saying that was the point of the stream. And
so if you notice in that video, as soon as Bill Powell, said that I claimed that Bill threatened me, I immediately denied it, when it was brought up. And I'm actually going to show where the video cut off to then me making that clarification. Now, bear with me, it's going to be a little long, but it shows a lot of information in this very short period of time.
And we're just sharing a lot of personal truths. It's like God, like, oh, God exists. Okay, well, prove it. Well, I know He does. I know in my heart. Like, okay, well, that's a personal truth. We're here for subjective truth, and we're not trying to find out how she died or this and that. Like, we're literally just trying to find out subjective truth of she existed or not. And I already explained how my journey on this started. I wanted to donate, and I couldn't find any proof that she existed. So I'm pretty sure I would find out she existed quickly if she really did. And like I said, here we are.
Yeah, was it ever communicated to you that it was like, oh, it's like a dying wish kind of thing? Was it ever communicated with you, or were you basically just told to, F off because you're totally out of line?
Yeah. I mean, I was, it was a very negative response to the first person I asked about it, who I thought would, know about it, and they were very, they ended up saying, fuck me for, what they say? They said fuck me for some shit, but I was respectful the whole time. I was genuinely just trying to find out, if they're real so I can go ahead.
So when I say intimidation tactics and I said trying to silence, that's what I meant. Is just having a very aggressive response to just basic questioning, which really sounded suspicious to me. And anytime that there is anything like that, I mean, just know that, I'm gonna break through that, I'm not really gonna, and basically I was kind of explaining, the general treatment of people questioning GGU at the time, but that's, if anything, that's what I meant by, like, things like intimidation tactics, but we're gonna continue on with the video.
Donate, but it was just Tommy this, well, Tommy, and I didn't even know about none of that. I didn't know none of that. But I seen Grandma, donate money a few times. So when I found out she died, I was like, oh wow, I was like, that sucks, you know. And then
How can I help?
then it was and then the GoFundMe went up, but I was expecting to see an obituary link or something, and I didn't see it. So I was like, okay, then let me just go ahead and find out that she's real before I, you know, and I'm sure it'll come up. There'll be no problem. But then again, yeah, I ran into some problems, and they couldn't even. Not only could they not even, you know, validate it, but they were, you know, basically kind of like, yeah, like fuck you, you know. And I was like, oh, okay, well,
Right.
so that's kind of strange, you know.
Okay, so you had the same experience that Ryan had, basically.
Exact same, and it was from a different person. You know, I'm not gonna say who, but the exact same thing. You know, they ended up saying like I said, they ended up saying, if you feel iffy about it, then don't donate. And like, you know, okay, you said that's good advice, but still, you know, I thought, okay, if I figured they simply don't even know if they're real themselves. Okay, that's cool. Now let me see if I can find out, you know, who can. And here we are. Nobody can give anything except personal truths, and personal truth isn't a subjective truth, and that's what I'm interested in.
Yeah, that is not.
Can you guys hear me?
All right, so now you know, Koopa's done, but Bill Powell's about to talk. So just know that you know, other people had a very similar experience, but it's just that, you know, I decided to just make a panel about it, and just say that, yeah, I mean, we're gonna ask questions. We're not gonna put up with like any kind of, you know, gatekeeping kind of stuff, and that's how it was perceived at the time. But let's hear Bill, and a lot of this is gonna be overlapped from the clip he provided, but it cuts off at a very significant period of time.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. People have been texting me for a while, but I'm doing bad dog shit. Okay. Don't know exactly what's been going on in this stream. But I was told that Ryan said I threatened him. That is bullshit. I posted all of our messages on the Dramagram page this afternoon. Anybody can go read them if they want to. My live stream from last night is still up. People can go listen to that. I never fucking threatened you, Ryan.
I didn't say you did. I'm saying Ed insinuated something, if anything.
Okay.
So right there, immediately, like as soon as it's brought up, I immediately retracted to it, and I immediately said that I was referring to Ed's subtle threat. Which again, we talked about. You know, we reached an understanding that that's not what he meant, but you know, I immediately clarified it. Now here's the thing. Maybe one could argue that it was in, you know, maybe good faith that, oh, like maybe he just got it wrong. But look at like how much I'm clarifying what I'm saying and how much he sticks to it despite me saying what I was referring to and certainly what I wasn't referring to. But let's continue the clip.
Whatever, I didn't hear it myself. Okay, what is it you guys want to know?
Well, like, why did, when anyone asks like genuine questions, did you basically tell them that you're basically abusing like a grieving family and like you hate, like, you know, and you know you're being, I don't know, that's ridiculous. It's nonsense.
What are you talking about, dude? People can go look. I posted all of our messages on that Dramagram page.
So now this is after him allegedly looking into it and what he says.
On stream.
Mm-hmm.
Off the, like, in my stream?
God. No, on this one. The one that I was called to come up on.
Yeah. Before he came up.
And other people heard it, Ryan. I don't know if you're just acting this way to try to weasel out of shit, or maybe you legitimately have actual problems with your memory. But before you run around saying shit about people, you might want to get that checked out.
No, I don't think I do recall that. I don't think I said that. That's what I'm saying.
You did say it though. People heard it.
The video's still up, bud.
The video is still up, man.
I also have to see the context, and I'll get back to it. But I just can't speak out of how it felt.
Yeah, and then you were. Another thing I listened to is you were reading our messages back and forth, and you were putting a tone in it that I did not have. You put your own spin on it like you always do. This is why I have a problem with you, Ryan.
in general, I started reading chat logs like from predators rather than posting them, just because I thought it would be a better delivery. But the second you said, "Hey, like I think there's an issue with the tone or whatever," I just released it. So pretty much, if anyone, I'll pretty much say this rule of thumb: if anyone feels like any information should be released, just ask. I will release it. That's really it.
So in this video, it kind of goes from good faith to bad faith.
This is like deja vu.
They fucking
We had the
talk
same
about Ryan being a
conversation.
pussy and
I mean, you did say he threatened you. That was your beef.
and it
And
never
I was like, wow, that's fucked up. He threatened you, you know? You don't
Yeah,
remember that?
I don't remember him saying like that. No, I don't actually. I remember saying like
you don't
that he just
remember me
straight up-
saying, wow, wait, Bill threatened you? What the fuck? What did he say?
Did I say it was Bill, or did I
and
say
then,
like
then,
that?
you, then you said I was. Then you said Ed and I were silencing people in the community, but you didn't show any evidence of that.
So again, I was referring to just the general treatment to how people how they were when you asked any questions. Like I explained Koopa High's experience, like he explained his, and in general, like a lot of people were getting kind of hushed on not responding, on not questioning great grandma. So I made it very clear what I was referring to, and as you can tell, that was a shared experience by many people. But here you can see that he sustains this claim that even after me saying, even after me, well, actually, I'll just play more of the video.
Well, I mean, I think what Ed said was the word "tread carefully."
You should tread carefully, Ryan, because you're losing here, and you just keep running your mouth.
I really think you misunderstood the thing from Ed. I mean, the thing from Ed was really, honestly, I believe, just trying to kind of look out for you and say, hey, man, tread carefully, go easy, bro. Just,
Well, I posted those screenshots too.
That kind of tone.
Yeah, so I mean, the distinction was made very clear here between Ed and Bill that maybe one could say that, oh, it was a good faith misunderstanding where I muddled up Bill and Ed, but I made it very clear what I was saying many times. And I will say, every single time I was asked that or that was ever brought up, I always denied it. I never said that Bill threatened me, as you can see. I made it very clear what I meant. And it was just like having my words twisted constantly, and like, oh, you did say it. So just the over assertion of something that's false. And then right here is another example of, now he said very clearly that I said that on Locksmith's stream. Like, because when I said it on my stream, he said, no. And he literally said that I had a memory problem. Well, I don't know if he's remembering his own story, because this right here, right? That he uploaded, this was actually the original stream that I did. This was my stream. So why would he cite this if I said it on Lock stream? But let's play it.
That I had all my thoughts organized. Because even I was kind of, uneasy about it, because I basically got like subtly threatened just for asking questions, to the point where, I didn't necessarily know this was gonna go. I didn't necessarily know this was gonna go, and I'm gonna say like what I really think. Like if you don't like what I really think, just understand that it is what I really think, and I'm saying that based on information. I just shared the link.
And just clarifying further, like he often cites me to look at his quote-unquote dramagram. I'm gonna explain why I can't do that, because he actually blocked me on both accounts. So this is his personal one. Let's just see. As you can see, I'll get a dark screen. This is his FB Lives page right here, and I can't see it now. 100% is prerogative, but he can't keep asking me to see what's on his quote-unquote dramagram page if I am banned and I'm technologically unable to see it. So just being very clear, it's because I am banned. So this is another matter that I was concerned about because it affected a good friend of mine named Brenda. And he claimed that Brenda was asking him to go on trips, which in some way insinuated some kind of romantic advance of some kind. I'm gonna show you the clip. I'll just show you this.
Sorry, go ahead.
So Brenda actually gets on panel with them and says like, "Bro, I never asked you to go on any trips. Like, what are you talking about?" And she says it like very point blank here.
Never, ever once invited you to travel with me, Bill. Never once. Where is that coming from? Okay, show those screenshots, please.
I will. Like
Okay.
I said, I'm in the middle of moving. Those phones, my old phones are packed up, which is where those screenshots are at. The minute I can get there, I am 100%. I have to post them now, even if I don't want to.
Okay, we have heard, Bill, you many, many times say, I have the screenshots. I can't find them. They were lost. I'm sorry. I need to see these. The community needs to see these because I'm speaking, Bill. Sorry. It's public now. Okay.
So first thing he said that he was moving. Now he moved, and then his second excuse was so his next excuse was that on the locksmith he made there was a bet. Well, I mean, honestly, I didn't really consider like a real bet really. I don't know. But locksmith did. But I guess it was that Bill would produce the screenshots of Brenda, and I obviously bet that he didn't. And you'll see how this plays out.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Anything?
Yeah, so I don't know. That's why I asked you if you were that person.
I am that person.
Oh, you said no. Okay. All right.
I am that person. Yes, that's me.
Okay. I'm kind of, not gonna lie, I'm kind of confused. I don't remember.
All right. Well, we had a bet
You did?
that if Bill sent me the chat logs, you'd have to wear the suit, and if he didn't, I had to pay you $100. And he didn't send them, so I paid you $100.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Yeah, then that's, I don't know. I know there's a bet, but yeah, I guess.
Well, I mean, I kind of considered a bet, so I paid it. You know,
all right.
I'm a man of my word. And,
I don't know. Yeah,
you know,
but yeah,
I don't know. I just assumed I would get them, and I didn't get them. So,
yeah,
that's what it is.
All right. Yeah, I was kind of fun that I didn't know where it came from. I don't know, but
yeah.
Oh yeah. Also, I kind of wanted to say that I really didn't want it seemed like I rage quit that stream or whatever.
So at this point, Bill said that, now he found the phone, but I guess he was looking through the phone, and after a lot of period of time, and after he said he would provide the screenshots, he did not. And, later he goes on. So now Bill makes his appearance.
Anything, for God's sake.
Yeah.
But,
and I don't know, but it's things like earlier when he was going at Ryan in Edward's chat. He said something like, "Oh, I'm sure you're also the dude who gave what's his name my info," or just made like a very.
I didn't even know that was about. I read that too.
Yeah, he made a claim like all the way out of left field. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of.
I think he got a lot of good feedback from it. So,
talking about that stuff, like I'll just basically I might just want to not be in that room, so I just left. You know what I mean? It's just like it's not like
Poison.
No, it's
poison.
Warrant.
Poison.
Oh,
Warrant.
what's up, Bill?
Is it? I don't know.
Now, Warrant's out of Oklahoma.
No, that's
No, it's
Warrant.
Danny Lane.
He's my cherry pie. Put a
Fans mixed up. I mean, I like that kind of
What
music.
you got against the gays?
My signal is shit. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I got a text, Lockhart, that you said that I didn't ever send you anything. Go back and look at your text from Sunday, dude.
Dude, I got a text from Sunday. I was just saying you're going to send me something.
You didn't get that. I just posted it on in the stories on the Drummergram page. I
It said,
sent you. It's only one
soon.
screenshot.
Okay, talk tomorrow. Please sleep well. Okay. Well, that has nothing to do with any trips. I mean,
no, I was just showing you that I had the phone. If I'm gonna start posting shit, I got to tell the whole fucking story. Like on Instagram, you only allowed 10 panels per post, and I don't want to make like 20 panels on Instagram.
Well, no. You were going to send them to me, bud. You were going to send them to me. That was the bet.
What do you mean 20 panels for Instagram? What does that mean?
You only get, when you make a story on Instagram, or a post, on Instagram, you only get like 10 panels to show it on.
Right. I thought you were saying, okay, that's something else. Never mind.
Yeah, I thought you were texting them to me.
Hey, Locke, I'm on chat.
Okay.
I can send you 1,000 texts, Locke, but my plan, if I'm gonna do this, I got to figure out how to do it without showing things about other people. But like that, you're talking about you're talking about at least 2 phones worth of stuff where there's. I mean, we texted for almost 2 years, so there's hundreds, maybe thousands of texts to get back through. I mean, I don't need to show every single one. That's not the point. But where she said that she abandoned me first and all this shit. The one I sent you, where that was like the start of where she said, "Am I being too clingy?" Because that's when I started to pull away. I started giving her like short answers to stuff and not talking as much. And then there's all the phone calls. I don't record all my phone calls. I fucking, with all the shit that's going on, I probably should.
Well, no. I'm just talking about the trips thing. With the trips, that's the only thing I knew about. And
yeah, wait, I'm confused. Is he saying that he posted them or not, or is he going to? I don't understand. You're saying you posted it on your story. Like, what did you post in your story then? Like, I don't understand.
No, he's saying he can't.
I just now posted the text that I sent to Locke on Sunday. That's all I posted so far, and I just did it when I got the text saying
anything.
You said I didn't send anything, so.
I mean, it proves you were talking to Brenda. Fair enough, but what
I was trying to say that I had the phones now.
Okay.
Did you prove it yet? Yes or no?
But I haven't gone back through and scrolled through, like, I don't know, hundreds or even thousands of texts.
Okay, so no.
But I haven't found that specific text yet, but I haven't been looking.
Wait, but what did you say?
I know
I've got
it on one of those 2 phones.
So what did you say you sent to Locke Sunday? I thought you said you sent it Sunday, and now you're saying that you didn't send it.
Well, no,
I sent Locke a text on Sunday, Ryan, and I posted what I sent because I was told he said I didn't send anything.
Oh, yeah, but a text. Not obviously you sent Locke probably something. No one's disputing that. But are you saying that you sent the proof for it?
You're breaking up really bad, dude. It's my connection. It's my fault. But.
No, he's not saying. He's saying that he showed me that he has the phones. And Eddie was talking to Brenda. It was a text from him and Brenda, but it didn't say anything about the trip. So
he didn't prove it Sunday. Didn't he just say didn't he kind of allude that he sent the proof in Sunday or something, or?
I don't know what he alluded to, but no, he didn't.
No, all I was proving Sunday was that I had the phones.
Right.
I believe you have phones. I mean, I'm not really,
Just like Arby's has the meats.
I can't. Ryan's breaking up too bad. I can hear the other guys. Is that a problem on my end?
Is it me? I don't know.
It's not you, Ryan. It's
okay.
I think it's on Bill's end, if I'm honest.
All right.
Why would I be staticky if no one?
But I can hear Locke fine.
That's possible. That's kind of.
So I mean, so then he says he's looking through, he found the phone, he's fumbling, but then I guess afterwards, let's see what this elevated to. So this is a screenshot, and after me asking about the screenshots again, it says, "Ryan, I have proven you wrong several times, and you can't admit it. Now I'm withholding some, just to make you look dumber than you already do. Ever wonder why I get more support? I mean, but the thing is, and I said so Bill not showing proof makes me look dumb. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. But now he's saying that he found the screenshots, but he's only gonna send it to private people. So at this point, his story is that he's only sending it to private people and not, I guess, sending it to who he said he would prove it to. But just ask this: what if you got all those runaround answers from Jeff? You would apply the same scrutiny to that you have with Jeff on Jeff. But all I'm basically doing is applying the exact same scrutiny to Bill. So now this is kind of more in a grim topic where I kind of just showed examples of him not showing receipts, but this is something that I mean it was genuinely disturbing to me. But he alleged that he was actually trying to attack my credibility in other ways or whatever. He even floated schizophrenia, which I mean I don't have, which I have no like judgment or anything for that. But he actually said also that I was suicidal at one point, and he tried to make that an issue of credibility. But I'll actually just be very clear that at no point, and I'll actually show later that my closest people have never had any sign that I was suicidal in any way because I wasn't. It's not on my medical record. I don't have depression. It just was literally out of thin air. Um, and I'll actually just play the video.
And by objective, but
Ryan, that's not how it went. Dude, seriously, go see a fucking doctor. I am not kidding. I am concerned. Like some of the other stuff I heard, I'm not going to say it because it's medical shit about you, and I know you don't want out there, so I'm not going to do that to you.
Well, I know. I took a
I
seizure. I crashed into a pole. That's what happened.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say it on here because I'm not.
Do it to me.
So right here, being very saying yeah, you can say it, whatever it is, because I'm like, I already kind of put it all out there. Is I did, and actually at one point I actually read the accident report and what it said verbatim. But I took a seizure behind the wheel and I crashed my car. Um, you know, and I've been open about that. So I didn't really know where he was going with this. I thought he was gonna say maybe that I took another seizure and whatever the ramifications for that would be, but I was kind of like, bro, what he's saying? He does something very, uh, it's kind of a grimy move, but it was kind of a smart move. But you'll actually hear it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm talking about you being suicidal.
Not suicidal.
Maybe you aren't right now, but you were for a while.
I recall. No,
of course not. Of course.
So the crazy thing is he could have said anything, and it would sound believable. Anything. He could have said, you're dying of cancer. You had a schizophrenic episode and you ran up the wall or something. I don't know. He could have literally said anything, but based on the framing, it made it sound like it was real or whatever it is. And then I wasn't actually playing. I said I did have work in 1 minute after I left the stream. It was literally 8 a.m. on the dot, or 7:59 on the dot. Within a minute, I ended the stream. I put on my headset for work, and I continued. But I was genuinely disturbed because all day I was imagining, on based on false pretenses, that all the people that could be watching the stream would be in a state of alarm, thinking that someone is suicidal when they're not, just to attack my credibility. And that's a very delicate thing to say, and I don't even know where he based that information off of, but I think the pattern is it must be deception based on anything else we've seen from Bill. And I'm also going to show proof of other people's accounts of this. Now, just showing this because Brenda is one of the, I think I could say the closest people to me. So if I had anything or whatever, I would tell her. But this is a person who I talk to all the time, and their take of it.
Obviously, there's been several, but Bill mentioning the part about the suicide stuff with Ryan. This is another quote unquote chess move that I'm going to use of Bill trying to discredit Ryan. So therefore, everything now that Ryan says about Bill is going to look like he's. I just don't even know it. Oh my gosh, you guys.
What's going on between Bill and Ryan?
Yeah, the suicide thing. I had a long talk with Ryan about that. He called me and because I was mildly concerned, I didn't see Ryan as a suicidal type, but since Bill brought that up, yeah, it's concerning because things happen. I understand, Ryan's Ryan's got problems too, and so we talked about it, and he assured me, that's not true. I'm fine. Yada yada yada. So I don't know.
Bill planted that seed. This goes back to well over a year and a half now. I have seen Bill has brought this out. He has just I don't even know. He's brought this to the attention, and I can't believe I'm on here doing this, but it's his MO of planting a seed. So therefore now
it creates doubt later.
Yep.
I see. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Ryan has never once remotely, and in the last 6 months, Ryan's life has probably been the worst his whole life with just getting hit by
through a lot.
A lot, and not even really seeing any depression come out of that kid.
No, not really.
Never. So trust me, that was way out of left field. Sorry, typical Bill bullshit.
Yeah. Well, Brenda, we're gonna need to get you both on.
So basically, what is being stated here is that Brenda's kind of knows Bill well enough to know that's his MO to like try to discredit the person going against him. But I'm by the way, I don't in any way want to make it sound like there should be any like maljudgment towards people that are suicidal, whatever it is. I think that serious, they should get help, whatever it is. But there's a lot of things wrong with falsely stating that someone is suicidal when they are not. Puts friends and family in alarm. It genuinely disturbed me. I mean, I all I could really think to do was deny it immediately, and then I had to go to work. But I was genuinely disturbed by it, and it's really a demented thing to lie about suicide. And yeah, that's like a person who I talked to for a year, and they would know. And I don't know. I mean, like I'd even forward my medical record, whatever it is. Like it just was very bizarre. Like but it was an attempt to attack my credibility, and that's like another disturbing, one of his disturbing antics that he does to evade the truth. If you're wondering, the reason why I originally even went after him was because there were too much reports about him, creeping on women in this community, and all kinds of things like that. And also actually threatening self harm and things like that. In the process, this is like another account from Tikoy, and again, I'm reading this under the assumption that it's already public. It's already a public comment. I'm still not giving up any info, but I told y'all when I hit my breaking point with them, well over a year, I was labeled malicious. Imagine knowing him in real life. So there are a lot of reports of this, and I heard from Mackenzie, heard from Brenda, and there should be more that should come out. But that's actually the reason why I originally went after him. But as you can see, bad faith, lies, deception, disturbing lies, and just a lot of bad conduct from Bill Powell, and that's my side of the story.